Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we should be finishing Oracle of Ages, assuming that I don't completely fail for the entire time tonight. Um, so before we actually face Veran again, you might notice I have about 800 rupees. We're going to do a little bit of preparation. Just grab a couple things that are going to help us out. Ralph hasn't come back yet. Not that it matters. Oh, Ralph make a friend in the past here. Nice of him. So, can't help but notice neighbors here in the past as well, and she did come along with us to the tower, but hurry, I'm afraid Ralph may do something hasty. Oh, that's right, because since we lost, Ralph is back to trying to stop Queen Ambi, which would destroy him in the process. I have to do all the things I want to before I can't move anymore. But we know that Ralph is not going to succeed, so we can take a little bit of time to prepare. Seriously, neighbor, how well do you actually know Ralph if you're that concerned that he's going to actually cause himself to stop existing? I guess death, maybe. Death might be something that could stop him. Okay. First we'll get a piece of heart, which will be our fourth piece, and we'll have a little bit of extra health here. And then we will also head over to Maple's house, or hut, cabin, whatever, to, I don't know if I can actually, if this is a good warp spot. Okay, good. So, what's with this gloomy uncertainty anyway? Just seems kind of a casual response to the end of the world, but... Ooh, might not even have to go to Maple's. Or Syrup. This is Maple, isn't it? We meet again, you know the drill, fastest one wins. Alright. Well, thank you, Maple. I think because of you, I will not have to go to Syrups and buy a potion because you just delivered one. Really appreciate that. And the last preparation is I went to Vasu's and got our blue ring out. Before I was using the sword damage plus up ring, which increased our sword damage, but also increased the damage that we took. I'm going to use the blue ring, which halves our damage, but doesn't reduce our sword damage. So our sword will be doing a little bit less because it won't be boosted, but we'll be taking significantly less damage, and I think that's a good trade-off for the final boss. So, alright. And so while I make my way up to the tower here, to face Veran again, I do have a couple of announcements I'd like to make. The first is that I will not be streaming next week. I've got some family coming into town, so I'm going to be playing host and won't be available to stream. However, the week after that, we will be back to our normal schedule. And the next announcement is that when we go to Oracle of Seasons, because we'll be doing it as a linked game, there will be times when it'll give us passwords to bring back to this game to get extra bonuses and then be able to take them back to Oracle of Seasons. We'll see how that works out. But as a result, in order to prevent not have to just keep on switching between games constantly during our stream, I'm planning to, whenever we encounter one of those secrets during a session, make note of it and basically do like a Friday stream, or if Friday's not available for whatever reason, then just some other night that week. So that way we can do... That way we'll be able to stream those, but not have to deal with the... it's like swapping cartridges in and out during stream and taking all the time to do that. How thick is Link's shield that it could block that spear from the side there? Also, I noticed the enemies are... I don't think I commented before, the enemies are getting stronger as we make our way up the tower. We started with, slimes and then ropes, and we had those red knights, and now we have the blue knights and green whiz robes. I guess I don't need to kill them all. Now we have the blue knights. The blue knights that are sword knights, not spear knights. Red whiz robes. Okay, now let's see if I can remember how to get through here. This one, wasn't it? Yeah. Fortunately, the stairs that you go into are not randomized. I don't believe it's just predetermined, so once you've followed them once and remember which stairs you need to go into, you don't need to keep following the... Okay. Hey, Ralph. This is getting to be quite a common occurrence, isn't it? Yep. Don't worry, we'll clean up the mess for you. You come despite my warning. Do you not value life, or are you a mere fool? Regardless, it won't be easy. I'll teach you your place. I'll not be as kind as before. Okay. Yeah, we've done this before, Veran. Somehow I don't think it's going to be... Oh yeah, only half a heart of damage from a direct hit. That's not bad at all. Ow. Okay. Why am I not seeing you move around? There you go. It still only took 3 hits, so decrease in sword damage didn't matter. I guess it's just number of hits. That's good. I never expected to be beaten by this boy. Yeah, I get that a lot. What happened? I feel as though I've been caught in a bad dream, as if pure evil had inhabited my body. What? I must leave at once. I see worry in your eyes. I should have done as I was told. Jumping. If Nehru and Ambi had only known how to jump, then they wouldn't have been possessed like they were. Well done. I thought I might possess you this time. Perhaps you have a different flavor from that fool Ralph. You've seen me like this before, but this is my true form. You'll regret making me show my true might. Okay, what was this one? What did I want? The feather, was that useful? I know killing these things helped. Yeah, these things drop hearts, so that's useful. Okay, with the blue ring, I don't even need to really worry about dodging attacks much, I guess. This should not have happened to me. Okay. We've gotten that far before, so that's not really a major accomplishment, I guess, or at least not as much as we'd like. Are you alright? You did it! Even I thought it was over this time, but Nehru was there. She can't always remain helpless. I still don't see where you're seeing that she was ever helpless. She's done far more than you this entire adventure. I'm going to train, so I'll be able to protect Nehru on my own. You've finally beaten Veran. Now the chaotic flows of time should return to normal. Yes, let's go back to the village. Surely this time it'll work without disaster. You won't get away so easily. Okay. How cold of you to run off and leave me all alone, but my, aren't you courageous? You've spoiled all my plans. I hope to avoid revealing this vile shape. You'll pay for my humiliation with your life. Now it is your turn to taste despair. Yeah, I still say that form is far less hideous than 3D Zelda Great Fairies. Okay, oh. Good that I'm still collecting rupees here in the final boss fight. Oh, my body withers, but you are too late. My role was to disrupt the currents of time, to flood humanity in sorrow. The despair that fills this land has already passed through this tower and on to Twinrova. I see it burning blue, the flame of sorrow. Ha ha ha. Was not expecting her to explode. I'll be honest. What's happening inside? And now the door explodes. I'm so glad you're safe, thank goodness. You really beat Veran, didn't you? Nice work. You're amazing. Huh? Queen Ambi? She saw you get shut in and turned and ran. Let us go. What? Are you going to take on Ralph? I mean, that really wouldn't be hard, but I mean, the rest of us are here to back him up, so. You are safe. I just called my knights from the palace to help since you were locked inside the tower. Don't startle me like that. I thought Veran's tricks had gotten you. Thanks to you, everyone is back to normal. I thank you. Okay, so Queen Ambi, once she was released from Veran's possession, she actually did a rather intelligent thing and said, okay, let's go get the guards to help out rather than try to just stay here to be possessed by Veran again or have something worse happen. I thank you. Okay, let's play ball again. Bunnies are going back to normal. Ow. And that was all that was wrong with the world, apparently. My respect for you has grown. I thought it was over when you got locked in the tower. I never thought you'd outdo me. Wow, do you have such a high opinion of yourself, or do you have such a low opinion of me, Ralph? Ralph is my grandson's grandson's grandson. You too have great courage. You shall be the pride of my people. And you, Queen Ambi, Veran is gone, so now you can be my great grandmother. A queen, I'm so proud. How rude, I'm still young. Don't call me Granny. I mean, if killing her would have stopped Ralph from even existing, then she's... I mean, I guess there's no guarantee that she's not a mother, but she's not the mother of Ralph's ancestor yet. So, yeah, still relatively young. At most. I'm reluctant to part, but we must return to our own age. All is well in this age. Okay, so we have, looks like Link in the foreground, and Ralph, and Queen Ambi in the background, and Nehru on the right. All is well in this age. You may return without worry. We shall never forget you. Uh-oh. This is not a pleasant laugh. Hee 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 hee, don't think it ends here. Behold, Veran, the troubles you caused have filled the land with cries of sorrow. Okay, I know that these two were depicted as having kind of large bulbous eyes in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I didn't think they were large enough that you'd be able to see their eyes from behind. That seems like that's a medical condition almost. It has given birth to the flame of sorrow, which burns brightly. When this flame brightens the darkness, our wish will be granted. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. So, now the question is, are we going to have a festival? And if so, am I actually invited this time? Oh, built a statue. That's kind of cool. Not sure if it's a little creepy that the Maku tree gets to keep it in her little area there. Maple's gonna come listen to the concert, along with the animals. Almost, Ralph. Almost. With the full screen, like these more photographic-looking pictures here, you can kind of see the weakness of blowing up the pictures onto a larger screen. Queen Ambi's the one who had the statue made. I guess the pictures don't look terrible. It's just that they do look a little blockier than they do on a small little handheld screen. Okay. Okay. Can't skip past these, which I guess makes sense. Sometimes I think there's some games that let you skip past the credits, but in general, I guess it makes sense. The whole purpose of credits is to make sure that people get credit for the work they've done, and so unless I want people to just be able to skip past them, which most people would. Interesting remix of the Zelda theme. Okay, here we go. The end. And looks like the sun rising over clouds, or is that a tree? Okay. And here we go. This is gonna need this. Excuse me. Need to grab a screenshot of that to make sure we have that, because that's how we're going to. Oh, that's how we're going to be able to get to the next game and be able to link them. Okay. Yeah, I guess the tree that it was rising over was probably the Maku tree, which I'm assuming is what's depicted there in the logo. There's one other thing I want to grab from this file real quick. And that is this Ring Link Basics. Manage the game link cable. Okay, I don't have a link cable. Keeper of Ring Secrets. Okay. Want to ask secret. Okay, and then this. This is what will let us be able to carry our rings over. Okay. Okay, so let's. Alright, so we've completed Zelda Oracle of Ages, and I'm going to mute this while we go over to the Oracle of Seasons manual, which sorry, what am I doing here? Okay, so we're not doing our normal post-game discussion because we're going to wait till we have kind of seen the entire both these games put together, and both these games put together both ways to kind of see what's going on there. And so next is going to be Zelda Oracle of Seasons. And you can see on the manual here, hopefully you can all see this. The rear of the manual is even talking about the ability to link it to Zelda Oracle of Ages. So let's get to the story for Seasons. Okay, a new chapter. One day in Hyrule, a strange force drew Link deep within Hyrule Castle, where he found the Triforce resting, glittering brilliantly as it awaited him. Link, Link, accept the quest of the Triforce. Suddenly, Link was enveloped in a shaft of light, and the next moment he vanished. When Link awoke, he found himself in a forest he had never seen. Confused, he looked around blankly at the unfamiliar surroundings. He heard pleasant music and laughing voices echoing from deep within the woods. Link followed the inviting voices until he came upon a traveling troupe of actors. He was immediately struck by the beauty of a young woman who was dancing about in circles. When the girl noticed Link, she smiled brightly and called to him. "Welcome to Holodrum. I am Din the dancer," she said with glee. "Would you like to dance with me? Don't be shy. It will be more fun if we dance together." She took him by the hand, and he reluctantly began to dance. Unfortunately, the blissful moment did not last long. The sky suddenly went dark, and there was a loud crash of thunder, followed by a resounding, thunderous voice. "I've found you, Din. You can't deceive me by disguising yourself as a dancer. I am Onyx, General of Darkness. Now reveal yourself, Oracle of Seasons." Then a great tornado dropped from the sky and drew near Din, as if to engulf her. "Help me, Link!" she cried. Link was blown back by the tornado as he struggled against its awesome force, and Din was swept away in the wind. And then strange things began to happen throughout the land. When Onyx carried off the Oracle of Seasons from the land of Holodrum, the seasons fell into chaos and the land was deprived of the bountiful gifts of nature. Life was slowly being drained from the land, and all living things began to wither. And so Onyx set in motion his plan to gather the power from the withering land and create a world of total darkness. Will Link be able to rescue Din from the hand of evil, the General of Darkness? Such is the quest Link must undertake. So, okay. There is our setup for the Oracle of Seasons. I believe it's pretty much the same setup regardless of whether it's a linked game or a standalone game. So we will go back to our game menu now. And I will turn back on the game audio, so hopefully you'll be able to hear that when we start. And let's reset. So very similar to the previous one in that there's Link's being sent on a mission by the Triforce. He's riding. Those are some very impressive sideburns, I have to say. I don't think it's a look that works for everyone, but Link thinks really pulling them off. I also just posted the link to the manual if anybody's interested. Okay, it's very similar to the other game as far as the opening. Let's see. Here we're going to do secrets. The game link option is basically if instead of a code, if you actually had two physical Game Boys, you could link them together with a cable and just start a new game that way without having to input the code. And what this code carries over, I forget everything that it does, but it'll make sure that Link has the same name, that he has the same animal friends. We'll still have Moosh with us. Bippin and Blossom's child will continue growing with the choices that we had. And I think this is why, well, it's a little ironic that numbers are available on this screen, but not on the not when we picked our name. But I think this is actually why the numbers weren't allowed as part of our name, because my guess is they wanted to limit the characters that they'd have to transfer over to the new game. Because I think these codes are also individualized. for the person, and so they also need to carry over like some individual code to make sure that all the secrets only work for this particular code. So I think they put this in correct. So in 2 weeks, you expect to see me with sideburns like Link. I don't know. It might take a little bit longer than 2 weeks, and I don't know. I certainly don't have the blonde hair. So okay, so you can see here we have our same name. We have 4 heart containers we'll start with. Ehehe, Veran, Sorceress of Shadows, Twinrova will not let your deeds be wasted. Look, Veran, the troubles you caused now burn as the flame of sorrow. When the flames of destruction and despair are lit, we will offer up our sacrifice, and the dark rites of the Gerudo will be complete. Then the evil king shall return. Accept our quest, hero. Sending me to go do something in the strange land. You couldn't even let me keep my sword with me. Spool Swamp, Eyeglass Lake, Horon Village. The music gets louder as I go this way. Uh-oh. I've seen this intro before. You guys are gonna want to stay away from Impa. Well, maybe she's okay now, but if she turns blue, by all means, don't get near her. So, you're awake. Please relax. Join our jovial troupe of performers for a bit. That's just our guys. I can't say it too loud, but we're really Hylian knights. Wow, great, great secret mission you're on here. Just tell everybody you're on a secret mission. Okay. You've awakened. It's me, Impa, Zelda's nurse. Din, the dancing girl, found you collapsed on the forest floor. She cared for you through your nightmares. Are you better? Then listen. When I returned to Hyrule, Zelda told me that in addition to Nehru, Din, the Oracle of Seasons, was also in danger. So as she requested, we've posed as a traveling troupe so we can sneak Din into Hyrule. Okay, in Ocarina of Time, Impa actually kind of looked the part of a bodyguard and seemed quite capable. The whole Sheikah thing, and you know, I could see that Impa being sent off on secret missions to protect, you know, foreign oracles and things. This Impa, I haven't seen her, like, she was, what, Zelda's nursemaid or something, and haven't really seen her have any capabilities beyond that. I guess Zelda trusts her, but I don't know that that really makes her fit to be leading all these dangerous missions against unspeakable evils. So I guess the fact that she's willing probably helps a bit. Okay, so trying. Anyway, so she came here with some Hylian knights disguised as a dance troupe, trying to sneak Din into Hyrule. Okay. Okay, so apparently I've accepted the sideburn challenge and just need the time to actually do it. Okay, next time I get a haircut, I'll make sure to just tell them don't touch the sideburns for, you know, a few months or so. So I'm on a secret mission under the orders of Princess Zelda. Seeing Din dance is so moving. I won't let any harm befall her. Okay, so you got a guy with a mug, like a tambourine player, a guy with a guitar, and another guy with a mug. Din has been caring for you ever since she found you. Really, because it kind of looks like she's dancing. And I woke up all alone, just on the ground, one screen over. She's strong-willed but very kind. I must keep her from harm. The Oracle is a lovely dancer. Okay, what does the Oracle herself have to say? You've awakened! Good, I worried the whole time you slept. You're JJ48, right? How do you do? I am Din. You're the one who saved Nehru, the Oracle of Ages, in Labrynna. I saw a red flash in the woods, and when I went to see what it was, you were lying there. I'm glad you're feeling better. Come, won't you dance with me? Okay, I guess that's what I need to do. Don't be shy. Dancing will ease your heart. How did those bracelets stay on? Or that bracelet, I guess we can't see if she's wearing one on the other arm. That was fun. You're a good dancer. It's been some time since I've had such fun. Hey, your left hand has a Triforce on it. That is a sacred symbol in Hyrule. If it's the true symbol, then you are a hero with a special fate. Like Nehru, I am also a target, but I refuse to fall, no matter the enemy, and my heart lifts when JJ48 is beside me. Let us dance. Yeah, if that's all there is to dancing, just spinning, I think I could even do that for a little bit. Ya ha ha, I've found you, Din. You hid yourself well, other than your guards telling everybody in Sundry exactly who you were and what's going on. But you cannot escape Onyx, General of Darkness. And such great guards that don't even react as all this is going on. So, you're the boy who defeated Veran, Sorceress of Shadows. I'll not fall as easily as she. Ha! Great attempt there, Link. What do you plan to do with me? As you know, if I imprison the Oracle of Seasons and bury the temple that houses the season spirits, the seasons of Holodrum will be cast into chaos, the bountiful gifts of nature will rot, and all living things perish. That is the world of darkness that I long for. No, Onyx, no! Gwahaha. Yeah! I'm trying to recall, in A Link to the Past, weren't the... We had something to do with crystals in the Dark World. Were the maidens that we were sent to rescue, were they imprisoned in crystal in that one? So down, Temple of Seasons. Spring, summer, fall, winter, fall into chaos. Oh my. Gwahaha. Are you alright? That which Zelda foresaw has come to pass. Yeah, great job, Impa. Really did that's 2 for 2 now for failing to protect oracles. I can see why Zelda trusts you so much. First Labrynna, now Holodrum has come to an hour of tribulation. I always come to you in need, but there is no one else I can count on. Please, will you rescue Din? Please take my message to the Maku Tree in Horon Village. The Maku Tree is the guardian of all Holodrum. Surely he can help. Okay, I'm just gonna say this up front. I am not getting engaged to this one. I already have enough fiancés as it is. Okay. It was winter up there, now it's summer here. This is Horon Village. Hey, I've never seen you before. The Maku tree, head east. Now it's just a bud, but it'll be a huge flower in spring. If you climb on that flower, I can't wait. It goes from hot to cold in a flash. The seasons are in utter chaos. What will it do to this year's harvest? This is the house of the wise know-it-all birds. See them if you have questions. Okay. This is the mayor's home. The mayor is fascinated with gacha nuts now. The place, planter, and the planter's deeds affect what the nut produces. The mayor found a good place recently, so he is quite happy. You got some cracks in your wall, buddy. Just fair warning, I'm probably going to be back with some bombs to do some excavation later in the game. I'm Rule, Mayor of Horon Village. Do you have any gacha seeds? If you plant one in soft earth, it will grow into a tree that bears nuts. Inside those nuts, you'll find all sorts of things. It's so fun I can't help myself. There's some soft earth just outside. Plant it there. You don't know about gacha seeds? You're missing out. What do you mean I don't know about gacha seeds? I just played an entire game with them. I'll give you my prized gacha seed to welcome you to town. Oh, thank you, sir. There's some soft earth just outside. Plant it there. Okay, we'll get a heart piece right there. Mayor Rules residence, Miku tree, and this is a clockmaker, looks like. I want to make a cuckoo clock better than any before, but I can't find a wooden bird that I like, one that's just breathtaking. Okay. The seasons are a mess. Winter goes straight into summer. What's going on? I am sorry, sir. You cannot enter here without a member's card. Are you curious? What's back there is a secret. Okay, so... Wait a second. Came down, so I want to head this way first. There's a giant root north of town. I wonder what it's from. Okay, so... That's the Maku tree area, so we'll go there last. Good to see you. Welcome to Vasu Jewelers. Oh, you don't have a ring box? I like you, so here, take this ring box. Yeah, I had one, and then the Triforce decided to send me here without mine. Okay. So we will say a secret to Red Snake. And so this is, you can kind of see the main way of being able to transfer information between the games. Okay, I brought your rings from Labrynna, so see Vasu to check your list. Okay, do I want... I can only carry one ring at the moment. Do I want the blue ring, or do I want the power-up ring? Oh, all your rings have been appraised. Oh, that's because I chose appraise. I want list. I think early in the game... I think the power ring level 2 will actually be more helpful. Because I can avoid a lot of the early... A lot of hits from early stuff. Oh, I do have a sword apparently. Well, that's good. It's not my level 2 sword, but it's still decent. The light in here is too dim to read by. Can anyone light my fire? Yep, this torch needs lighting. I'll come back when I have some ember seeds, I guess. Our guardian, the Maku tree, stands beyond the gate to the east of town. It said a hero with a sword will come to speak with him. I wonder if it's true. Well, I happen to have a sword, and I've been told that I'm a hero, so... And I do mean to speak with the Maku tree. Hey, it's Bippin and Blossom and Ganon. We meet again! Do you remember naming our son Ganon? He's quite well. It's been too long. I, too, have come to this village. It's nice to see a familiar face. You're JJ48? I'm Ganon. No way. Okay, well, it actually recognizes me. It doesn't think I'm a stranger this time. Okay. Okay, I equipped that. That's good. I think that's about everything there is to see in town. Let's go over and see the Maku tree. There's these folks. Kid playing with a dog. Nice. In the west part of town are the know-it-all birds. See them if you have a question, okay? And the guy sleeping. Okay. Maku tree gates. Show courage to gain passage. And by courage we mean swing a sword at the gate. Pop your sleep bubble. Oh, who's that? Did you wake me? Who are you? What? Din was taken while I slept? There's no sign of the Temple of Seasons? This is awful. Guarding the Oracle is my duty. Okay, well, hate to break it to you, but you're not exactly showing yourself to be superb at that duty. Alas, how I've withered. What's to be done? With the seasons in chaos, the land is robbed of the very essence of nature, draining all of my might. Can you save Din in my stead? I'm kind of curious how the tree would go about saving Din if it were at full strength. I kind of want to see that as a game, actually. It is all this Maku tree has ever asked. I sense evil on the northern peak, where the Temple of Seasons rested. Onyx has cast a shadow on the northern peak. I think you will find him there. You'll need the 8 essences of nature that lie sleeping in Holodrum. Gathering all 8 is the only option. The essences possess the sacred power of nature, with which you can break the shadow barrier and save Din. Shall I repeat it? No, thank you. Then I give you this key. Go to the giant root near the lake up north. The first essence should be there, but I'd expect some resistance. Be careful. I'll just rest until... Oh, no energy. Alright, we got the gnarled key. The thing is, I don't have a shield yet. In a basic game, you don't start with a sword, and Hero's Cave is where you get a sword. So Maybe if I go in there, it'll give me a shield. This is not Hero's Cave. This is just a fairy fountain. Okay, well, we got some rupees. We're gonna need a way to get pots out of the way before we can do that. This is the Hero's Cave. Continue on if you trust your skills. Okay. Did the shopkeeper have a shield and I just didn't notice? Because I'd kind of like one before heading up north if I can. I think they're 30 rupees. That should be pretty quick. Oh, now it's autumn in the village here. One of the ways this game works is most of the areas will have their default season whenever you walk into them. It's always the same. In the village here, it's random which season it is. The seasons are a mess. Okay, yep. Lands outside the village are filled with monsters. I'm too scared to go out alone. I like the dragonflies. It's a nice touch. Okay, so did you have a shield? You did not have a shield. You have a Gasha seed, though. What happens if I buy the Gasha seed? Then you have a shield? Okay, now you have a shield. Means I need 30 more rupees. Okay, well I'm gonna try going into the first dungeon, and we should have 30 rupees by the time we're done. Because I don't want to just sit here and grind 30 rupees. A gnarled root goes straight from here. I am sure I saw one there. Go with caution. Okay. Is there anybody here at the camp? Monsters are here where the camp was. So, one thing I noticed with Din, not with her sprites so much, because the sprites are a bit simplified and colors are more just to differentiate them. But when it went to the more like photograph mode, or where it actually showed Link and Din dancing, between she had dark skin and red hair, which put me in mind of Gerudo, actually. Gnarled Root Dungeon. Oh, I was gonna point out, you notice we had to cross a bridge to get here, and then the entrance is in this, like, dead tree. This is exactly, not exactly the same, but it's very reminiscent of the very first Legend of Zelda. Where the first dungeon we had to cross a bridge, and it was in a tree-looking setting. And in fact, the Oracle's games, if I recall, came about as a originally Capcom approached Nintendo with the idea of, we want to basically remake the original Zelda for the Game Boy Color, and Nintendo approved, and eventually, um, as they were working on it, they realized that, okay, we need to change this here, we need to change that there, in order to make it work on the new system and on the different screen size and everything. And eventually it got to the point where it was different enough that it made so many changes that it was like almost a completely different game. And so then they went to Nintendo and were like, hey, instead of just doing a remake, how about we do this linked game idea? Um, and so in this game in particular, I think we'll see a lot of uh, like not necessarily perfect similarities, but like references to the original Legend of Zelda. I think so they seem to. Um, it's not that this game is a. It's not like this game is the one that's a copy of the original Zelda, but it looks like they put a lot of the original stuff that they had done into this game as kind of like, I guess, an Easter egg or a wanting to show how much they had gotten done at that time. So we'll be on the lookout for lots of references there. So Gnarled Root Dungeon, and we have what looks like an upside down umbrella. Not sure. The only way I can think of that as being a root is if it's like a tap root, like a like a carrot is. But oh wow. Okay, let's go this way first. We'll hit that switch while we're here. And then we'll hit it back accidentally. Okay, got a compass. Okay, let's see. What's in here? Okay. This is a key in that room. Got bombs in that room. I'm going to switch away from the bombs because just having those on my B button when I'm not using them means that I'm probably going to forget that I have them equipped and end up using them all just accidentally trying to use my shield, which I don't have yet. Okay, saw the bombable wall up there, but we're going to see if we can grab this key first. Okay, so I think blue are the slowest ones. Yellow are the fastest ones. Rawr, you cannot pass. Oh. Pretty simple first boss. They just try to walk around, and if you get between them, then they'll throw a boomerang one to the other, hitting Link in the process. I think that fight usually takes a little bit longer, but we have our Power 2 ring, which kind of put an end to it real fast. Okay. Even the item, this particular item in the first dungeon being hidden in this way, kind of a reference to how we found items in the first Legend of Zelda. So, don't think most of the dungeons do it like this, but this, I have to think, was probably just like an Easter egg or something. They could have just as easily put a chest in here if they weren't trying to make a reference. Okay. So I think I can just warp to the entrance. We'll go up and to the left to try to get to that. Well. Oh. Interesting. The warp doesn't take us to the entrance. The warp takes us here. We haven't been up from here. Let's see what's up here. Oh. Return light to unlit torches. Okay. Having an old man giving hints, that's also very Zelda 1-ish. Except the last of them. I want to come up this way. Yeah, 'cause if we had gone down... Hey, it's not fair trying to sneak up behind me like that. Whoop. Man, if only we had a net or bottles to catch fairies in, I'd be able to... The game's being pretty generous with them. Okay. We briefly there saw Aquamentus, who you may have recognized as kind of a slightly more detailed version of the boss of the first dungeon in Legend of Zelda. So, okay, we got the fertile soil, an essence of nature. Seeds scattered across bountiful lands are nourished in this fertile soil. What were the essences that we had in the first one? Was fertile soil one of those? Ah, it's me, the Maku tree. Some of the fertile soil has come to me, too. I already feel stronger. Oh, in my dreams I saw the Temple of Seasons in a strange land I do not know. There I saw a precious item that will aid you. That is all I can see now. Okay. Maple's here as well. Ow, ow, ow! Watch where you're going! You just hit Maple. The Great Witch Syrup's apprentice. Hey, Maple, don't you know us? We've been fighting over items for a few weeks now. Thanks to you, all the stuff fell out of my bag. The Great Witch will be mad. I can't find any Lon Lon eggs, and now this. I'll just take the stuff you dropped, too. Finders keepers. I'll remember this. I don't have 30 rupees yet. Let's see. Okay, is this guy gonna charge me rupees, or is he gonna give me rupees? Shh, don't tell. Okay, that's good. Look, no matter how much I call her, my precious mittens won't come down. If only I had her favorite treat, fish. So we might need moosh or something for that one. Okay. Okay, we've already seen Fall Village. Hope the people of Horon Village don't mind that I'm just kind of going around, destroying their, burning down their trees. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, let's first make sure that we... Oh, who are you? I found you. You're JJ48. I saw the statue in Lina, and I had to meet you. In honor of our meeting, I can teach you the happiness secret that the fairies in Labrynna's Fairies Woods taught me. What do you say? Okay, so the fairies in the woods taught this secret. This is just since you're so cool. If you tell this happiness secret to the fairies in Labrynna, you can be even happier. Got it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've got a video record of that, so now we can both be happy. Alright, so at some point we'll have to go back to the other game and tell that secret to the fairies in the woods. Which I think I should have time to do that this Friday. So I guess we'll be doing a Friday stream this week. Just briefly, to go tell the secret and find out what's going on there. So do come in. Welcome to Vasu Jewelers. What can I do? Okay. Blue Holy Ring, which I already have. The Blue Luck Ring. Have that one too. Okay, so actually made some money from all the rings that I already had. There was this guy here. Man, the old men hiding under trees are rather generous today. Splendid, I can finally focus. Here, take this cuckoo dex. Okay. Got the cuckoo dex. It's the result of many years of cuckoo research. I'm not going to be able to do anything until I get flippers. Same time on Friday. Yeah, we'll start at 7. I don't think it'll take too long. Unless we get some other codes as well, but we'll start at 7 on 7 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. I'll see if maybe there might be some other stuff we can do in the other game to make sure we haven't we spend some time in there. Hope the mayor doesn't mind that I just bombed his wall and apparently stole something from a secret stash he had. Seems like the kind of thing most people would be upset about, but I guess the mayor's kind of cool that way. Oh, I need to check in with Bippin and Blossom, too. Oh, the Temple of Seasons, a precious item. It will aid you. I mean, on the one hand, it's kind of a little frustrating that he keeps apparently falling asleep as he's trying to talk to me. On the other hand, at least he's not trying to marry me or anything, so definitely take this Maku tree over the other one. Ganon is very shy. What kind of child were you? An energetic one? I don't think I was particularly energetic. Quiet, perhaps? Not sure I was particularly quiet either. Were you weird? It was definitely weird, yes. You were? I never would have guessed. Okay. Hey, Ganon is doing well, and I can teach you everything about trees. The contents of a Gashanut depend on where the seed was planted. If you find a good spot, tell me. Are you strong? I mean, I beat Veran. That's pretty strong, yeah. I'll be strong too, so I can protect my mom and dad. Wait, young traveler. I'm a wandering prophet, Sokra. Ah, I feel it. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. The four spirits are calling you. Make no mistake. The Temple of Seasons is still hidden in this world. If you can find the temple, then pay a visit to the spirits who live there. Surely they can help. Farewell. Don't call me Shirley. Oh, recognize this tune from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Go around, go around. If I could just oil it, it would go around more quickly. Okay, that's just way down. Okay, notice here the coast is on the bottommost row, so it doesn't look like we'll be doing much ocean swimming this adventure. Samasa Desert ahead. I want to get back to all me mates and dig the ship free, but Captain said don't come back till you find me Bill. Can't someone take me place? Before I go further that way, I want to, I think I can get to where I turn in the Cuckoo Decks. Which, as you might have guessed, with the The fact that we lit the guy's lamp and then he gave us a seemingly useless item, it means that that is the beginning of yet another trade sequence. It's down this way. Okay, I need to be able to jump, get over there. My dad, Talon, went to climb Mount Kuko, so I have to care for our hens. But there's so much I don't know. Say, is that a Kukodex? That would be a big help. May I have it? Sure. Really? Thank you. Take this. It's a Lon egg. These eggs are all the rage with cute girls. I think Maple said she was looking for one of those. Okay, the book turned into a Lon egg. It's a beauty aid? So, if Talon's your dad, would that make you Malin? I wonder if Dad is alright up there on Mount Kuko. And, of course, Malin and Talon being another reference to Ocarina of Time. So, the proprietor of Lon Lon Ranch and his daughter. Do you know of the Owl Stones? Yeah. I know it, that's common knowledge now. Okay, so as you can see in winter, sometimes the snow builds up, which can block areas, but can also, as we saw when we walked off the ledge over there, it can lead to new areas, or open new paths. Oh, there's got to be something here. No? Okay. Unless there's like a Gasha seed spot and I need to be able to dig under one of those or something. It's horrible! A temple, like, fell into Subrosia. What's a temple? Subrosia is a secret place. I must return in secret. Without being seen. Okay, so, we have someone who's about as secretive as the Hylian guards that we met earlier. Okay, about as observant as the Hylian guards. Good. Okay. And then tries to trick you by coming out, checking around again. Okay. Okay. So let's go to Subrosia. Alright, right away looks like a rather hot place. Personally not a fan of heat, but... Whoa, a temple fell into the East Plaza. My, what strange clothes. Where did you find them? The volcanoes have been acting up because of the temple. So I'm assuming those like white spots are like their eyes peering out of really dark robes. Subrosian Hot Springs, Subrosian Dance Hall. Ah, what great lava. A lava bath is the best thing after practicing the Subrosian dance. Okay. Now, we had a bit of trouble with Goron dances. If I recall, the Subrosian dance is a little bit easier. We'll see how accurate that is, I guess, because I think I need the item here. This is Subrosia Dance Hall. Good dancers get a prize. We're about to practice. Would you like to dance with us? Sure. Then join the circle. Need instructions? Yes, please. Try to copy what I do. On do, step right. On da, step left. That makes his eyes look weird, I think. Or maybe it's just his robes look weird. On D, hold a pose. Don't mess up or bump into the people near you. Got it? Okay. Faster. Alright, you're pretty good. You're our best dancer today. Here's your prize. Alright, we got a boomerang. Used to stop enemies in their tracks. So, alright. I think that dance is quite a bit easier because it's not really rhythm-based. It's just, like, the rhythm is constant and you're just having to match the movements, and because it's not trying to check for a particular rhythm, also I think it's a little bit more lenient on how long you have to do the motions. So on the Goron dance, some of it was really tight as to when how long you had to actually perform the moves. If you can do the Subrosian dance well, you can get a boomerang. Grab items, hit switches, and stun beasts from far away. Boomerangs are so useful. And then there's this poor guy doesn't get a boomerang to play with. He has to carry water. I'm quite busy. There are lots of good ore chunks at the temple in the east. Maybe that's not water. Maybe it's ore. But nonetheless, he's hauling stuff. If you dig up the ground near here, you can get ore chunks. Some spots produce lots of ore chunks. Yeah, they're talking about ore chunks. You might notice at the top of the screen where it normally shows our rupees, there's a different symbol, and that is ore chunks. That's our currency down here. Welcome to the Subrosian Smithy. We do the finest work in the land, but we take on only jobs that interest us. To and back are masters of the trade. I'm just a manager. Oh, you have lots of shovels. Can I buy a shovel from you, maybe? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did not mean to talk to him a third time. And one thing I think is interesting with this is in the last game, of course, there we go. We found an ore chunk. In the last game, we had the past and the present, which basically gave us two different overworld maps to explore. Here we have the overworld and we have Subrosia, which again kind of gives us two two main maps to explore, two like world maps to explore. So, having rupees doesn't do you any good. You need ore chunks. You can get a lot of good ore chunks around here. Digging around for ore chunks, digging down for more chunks. Okay, so I think we've explored all that we can without having a feather or something else to be able to expand our movement. You finally come! When the temple was buried, I thought perhaps you wouldn't come to see me. This Temple of Seasons is where we four spirits reside. I've waited a long time for you. Do you like spring? Or summer? Fall, perhaps? But no, you must love winter. Okay, they have my number, I guess. That is indeed my favorite season. Get the Rod of Seasons and visit us who wait in each of the four corner towers. Okay, not to distress anybody, but you guys have a little bit of a lava problem here, as well as some broken pillars. What would these pillars have been holding up? Because, like, this roof doesn't seem broken, like it would have extended out or anything. Would there have been a second roof? Like a separate roof, maybe? I guess, yeah, maybe. I guess there probably would have been another roof because you can see how this like little front area and the back area have separate roofs that are kind of at different tiers. So I'm guessing these pillars would have also held like more roofs at different tiers or something. Okay, we got the Rod of Seasons. With the powers of the season spirits, it can change the seasons. Now bring the Rod of Seasons to us season spirits in the four towers. Is there anything back here? There is. This just seemed like a suspicious area. But wow, there's not... Oh. You can see our boomerang is level 1, which means we'll probably get a level 2 at some point in the game. That'll be fun. I'm guessing that back room will be used for something at some point. So we need a key to open that one. I think that's spring. No, this is spring. That must be summer. That one we're going to need to find steps down into. There's a secret passage there. Winter's open. We'll come back there, and we need to be able to jump in order to get there. The ore is all in chunks. Probably should have asked him if he heard anything about the, if he heard the spirits talking. Okay, so I think we would have needed to get the boomerang before actually being able to get this, so. Thank you for coming, child of the crested hand. The spirit of winter has been waiting for you. Din is our dear friend. Now let me bestow the power of the spirit of winter on the rod you hold. When you swing the rod from atop a stump, the seasons shall change. In winter the waters freeze and the snows pile up. Visit the other three spirits too. Please hurry to Din's aid. Okay, the Rod of Seasons has been blessed with a wintry chill. Climb atop a stump to call forth winter. And you can see we have a symbol symbolizing winter on our rod, so we can keep track of which ones we've unlocked so far. So, the item was actually the Rod of Seasons. New roads will surely open with its power. I dreamt of woods in the east. There may be an essence there. Can you go for me? I mean, I'm not sure that I have much of a choice, do I? I'm trying to think with the music down here. Was it the same music that was playing in the Goron halls in the last game? 'Cause it strikes me as a very Goronish bit of music. Also the fact that it's like underground with ore and lava baths and things also makes me think the Gorons would probably have liked it down there. That's it. You have the Rod of Seasons. If that Rod of Seasons held the powers of the season spirits, you could change the seasons. But I see it has only the power of winter. Swing the rod from atop that stump, its power will be unleashed. Do you understand? Sure. If the Temple of Seasons has sunk into some land called Subrosia, there must be other entrances to the Subrosian land. You must find them. Perhaps you will even go to the Temple of Seasons again. So we part. Interesting that his focus was on going to Subrosia multiple times, and revisiting the Temple of Seasons was only a mere possibility. Okay, so in winter we can see the water freezes over, which can let us get across. And so we can go to the winter forest. Okay, fairy fountain. Also, in the winter, some trees lose their leaves, so if this weren't winter, we would have, this route would be blocked. In fact, we can go back and see like that. Okay. Well, so far, rupees aren't ending up a problem. Of course, we'll probably end up finding one of the old men who, like, takes away all of our rupees. But Sunken Falls, headwaters in Sunken City. Okay, so we can't get up there without being able to swim. Santa, welcome! Well, if this person is waiting for Santa, they probably want it to be winter. So let's go ahead and oblige them. Well, now their house is open. Can't get in that way. Instead, we'll go up here through the chimney. Ah, you startled me. Winter sets in all of a sudden, then down my chimney comes. You're not Santa. You don't scare me. So if I was Santa, I would scare you, maybe? Now take this shovel and clear the snow from my walkway. Keep the shovel when you're done. Oh, rather generous of you. Got the shovel. Now we can start digging. Can you shovel my walkway? Okay, so we got the shovel. I think we need... Is this freezing over enough? Nah, we still need the bracelet to be able to get the heart piece. Aha. So that's why we need the shovel. Okay. Got mystery seeds. Do not forget to give me mystery seeds. Seems to be like the be sure to drink your Ovaltine of this game. I mean, we have this dungeon here, but then there was the... Oh, I want to see what happens if we make it winter. It looks like we can go into this cave. What? Oh, it's another secret. Great timing. Can I ask a favor of you? Sure. There's a man named Tingle on the edge of Labrynna village who thinks he's a fairy. I want you to tell him a secret, understand? This is it. Okay. Alright, well, you'll have a second secret to tell on Friday. Okay, I think we have enough time to do this dungeon. Probably light the torches then. Oh. Torches spewing fireballs also seems a rather Zelda 1-ish thing. Okay. Interesting. Always interesting to look at the map with the compass, but no map. unlocked those the arrows pointing here. So I think even without a cracked wall... Oh! This is nice. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to find something to do with all these rupees before too long, I think. Any of you guys have a heart that I could borrow? That's what I think I need most at the moment. I mean, the bombs are nice. There we go. Oh, that's right. I picked up the, Oh, I need a... No, that's not gonna work. I picked up the medicine from Maple, so... That was fortuitous. Okay, we'll have to remember that that's there once we get the item that's in here. And we'll need the item for that too. If I'm recalling correctly, I think what we'll need for those is the power bracelet. But we shall see. Oh, go away. Yep, power bracelet's definitely the item for this dungeon. There we go. There we go. Alright, we got the power bracelet, yes. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that seems like we've explored everything we can without going back to the areas that we needed the power bracelet for. Let's try going down this way first. Oh. Greetings, here's a deal. 10 bombs for 30 rupees. Did we see business scrubs in Oracle of Ages? I'm trying to think, and I'm not sure that we did. No, thank you. I don't need any bombs at the moment. Maybe we did once or twice. And be gone. Okay, I was kind of surprised. I walked in here, I kind of half expected to see some wall masters or something, or floor masters. This seems to be like exactly the kind of place that they would thrive and be quite irritating. Oh. Oh, is there a speed thing, maybe? We have to... Well, I have rupees to burn, so let's go ahead and take the bombs, just to make sure we have enough. There we go. Okay, I think it was a timer thing that if you take too long to get there, then the chest disappears. It's a little bit jarring to be in kind of this spooky dungeon music and then to just suddenly go to the main Zelda theme for just a couple seconds. Oh, stop! Look, I'm just trying to beat the boss of this dungeon. Would you guys stop attacking me so I can kill him and probably you guys as well? And if you could drop some hearts while you're at it, that would be much appreciated. There's a heart at least. Okay, mini boss. Oh, you. I remember you from Link's Awakening. And you don't use sword slashes, so there's absolutely no benefit of me doing. Interesting. I thought usually at some point he had an attack where instead of his face appearing, he just started opening up some holes in the floor briefly. He had to run around and avoid. So. Let's check this way out first. Well, it's given us plenty of bombs, so I'm going to assume that Pole's voice can be killed by bombs. And indeed they can. Ah, interesting. This is going to be one of these, huh? Let's see, which way do we need to go? I think we're going to want to try to get around to the right first. Oh, I wonder, does the boomerang trick work on you? Yes. Nice. That will be handy to remember in the dungeons, that hitting the bubbles with the boomerang turns him into a fairy. Whoop. There we go. And I think... Okay, so we only need to go down from the switching room. So let's go this way. Okay, what do you have to say for yourself? When the mouth opens, attack from within. Then superhuman strength will prevail. Okay. So I think for this boss I should be good leaving my extra damage ring off, because I don't think we'll be using our sword on him. And it is Dodongo, another Zelda 1 boss. I do like that they have the these regrowing plants here to... Whoop, okay. Just dropped him instead of throwing him. To make sure that for stuff like bombs that you need but can run out of, you can try to find time to collect them during the fight. Because it's 3. Probably, what, like 5 hits to... Oh, nope, just 4 hits. Okay. Hey, what do you know, just in time. Alright, we got the gift of time, an essence of nature. Seeds sprout as seasons change with the gift of time. Thank you. I too received part of the gift of time. I just dreamt of Spool Swamp out west. Something is afoot there, but I can see no more. Okay. So with that, I think we're going to call it a night. We managed to get through Oracle of Ages and got through the first 2 dungeons of Oracle of Seasons. We're getting to see, after stopping Veran, we're getting to see Onyx's plot and also Twinrova's kind of overall plot of everything. So, just as a reminder, I will not be here next week, so we'll have our Friday session where we'll input the couple secrets that we found, and then apart from that, I'll see you in 2 weeks. So with that, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and see you next time.